Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Gardening, and in this episode I will be talking about the Bromeliad Vriesea, which is a native of tropical Americas. This particular variety, the dark star, has an almost black bloom structure. This is more of a blood red color, and these are actually modified leaves called bracts, and the blooms are these yellowish orange structures that pop out of these bracts. Bromeliads are monocarps, which means that after they bloom, they die, but don't worry, they produce side growth called pups, and they will continue the journey. The blooms, more specifically the bracts, last very long for the same reason. For me, they started blooming during October end, if I'm not wrong, and they still are growing strong. Over time, each bract will have these blooms, but to wait for that would mean no video, hence I have just captured this much for now. The best part is that they ooze out the sticky nectar to attract pollinators. I happen to taste the nectar, but it is not sweet at all. These are not fragrant either. Again, fragrance is quite subjective. Some people might get a faint smell. I certainly do not. Please don't over-consume the nectar, or don't consume at all if you're unsure, because though this is not toxic, we're not sure how this would react in different people. The bloom stalk rises from this cup that is the primary feeding zone in most bromeliads. Their roots are primarily there for anchorage and not nutrient absorption. So let's look at its care. Sunlight. The plant loves shade and can tolerate full sun, but this may burn their leaves. But with more exposure to the light, their leaves also turn a darker shade of purple. Hence, keep this in an area that gets indirect bright sunlight like a western balcony or a patio. Watering. This loves humid atmosphere, hence water this regularly during the summer months and water in such a way that the water gets accumulated in this cup. It is advisable that you don't use hard water since the leaves can burn with mineral deposits. Rainwater or distilled water is excellent. Even soft tap water or river water is good. Fertilizer. I don't fertilize this plant. They do well without any kind of fertilizing. Dead insects, old leaves that fall into this cup will provide the necessary nutrients. Please note that they are not carnivorous plants that intentionally kill insects. Soil media. Since soil media is not the primary source of nutrients, this can grow in poor soil. You can grow this on trees as well. If you grow this in pots, use a well-draining mix of 50% garden soil, 30% compost and 20% cocoa peat or cocoa bark or chips, etc. Cup cleaning. Sometimes the overbuildup of water and stagnant water can cause the cup to rot. Hence, cleaning this once in a month would help. Flush the old water and add new water. Additionally, you can clean the cup with just a clean finger to agitate the accumulated muck. Please do not use soap, bleach or alcohol to clean these cups. Humidity. Since this loves humidity, it will do well if you spray their leaves with water. This is primarily grown as an outdoor plant. Growing this indoors will pose problems such as pests or rot. So if you try growing this indoors, then keep this near the brightest window. If your space is dry, use a humidifier. Take it out once in a while to give it some air, or open your windows for some air circulation. Repotting. Repotting is important with this plant since they are monocarps, and a wider container once a year or two would help. You can use the same potting mix as described earlier. While repotting, if you want to propagate this, then you can separate the pups and do it. But be gentle and do it when you have large number of pups, a little more than this. Pests and diseases. These are largely pest resistant, at least I haven't seen pests on mine. But rotting is an issue if you keep it too wet, both in terms of soil and the cup. So folks, if you are a bromeliad addict, then get the Vriesea and experience its magic for yourself. And with this, we've come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Gardening, and I really hope you enjoyed this particular program. Additionally, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are given below. And always remember, to grow slow is to grow well. Thank you for watching, and until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.